Well, hello everybody. It's Rhonee with Whip and Chain. I work alongside Maggie and Lauren to bring you wonderful crocheting tutorials. And we started just last week a new series called Texture Tuesdays. And every Tuesday for hopefully this year, if I can stay on top of it, every Tuesday I'm going to bring another textured stitch to you, because I know there's some people with children that are autistic. I personally have a granddaughter that is autistic. She's 4 and she loves anything that has feel to it. Fuzzy, bumpy, anything. She's very tactile and she's a beautiful little redhead. Love her to pieces. Anyway, this stitch is really cool because it's the same on the front and back. There is no bad side to this. This stitch is called the raspberry stitch. And if I even try to bring in a little more, hopefully you can see this texture. It's amazing. And here's one side and here's the other side. Believe it or not, this side is considered the wrong side, but it's the same. It's beautiful, and you can even do this stitch as a border. So the whole project can be done in a border. And what's nice about this project, there's really no holes. So this stitch can be classified, as far as I'm concerned, for a beautiful baby blanket. But you can make anything with this. You can even use this stitch. Works up really well for washcloths with cotton yarn. It would work up really well for hot pads as long as you're using cotton yarn. You could use this stitch to make beautiful little coasters, also with cotton yarn, but you can also use acrylic yarn and make scarves. You can use this stitch for a beautiful shawl. This stitch is very versatile and I love it, but it is called the raspberry stitch, and this stitch is actually considered vintage. It's been around a very long time. And if you look at a lot of projects, you don't see this. Everybody's trying to come up with new stitches, and I've seen a lot of new stitches and they're beautiful. But sometimes it's just like getting back to the basics. Makes it really nice. And this is only once you get your foundation, it's a 2-row repeat. Very easy. If you know how to do single crochet, you got this one. And I mean it. It's very easy, and the project grows a lot faster than what I thought it would. Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 rows. So let's get started. And for transparency reasons, I want you to know that I'm using a J hook, which is a 6mm yarn. And I'm using Sweet Roll. And this color is, if I can find it, Melon Pop. Knew if I took a while to look at it, but I have a ton of these because I had another project I was working on, but one of I call them my project fails. I was really into it till I realized it was a huge yarn eater, and I just didn't want this yarn to be used as a yarn eater project. So I frogged it all out, and I have it. But I do want to show you this stitch. So this stitch is worked up in any even number of a chain start. So you can go up to 200, you could go up to 500, you could go up to 1,000. Just make sure you have an even number, okay? All right. That being said, start off with your slip. Let me bring in. Sorry, my nails have not been done for a little bit. I'm bad with that. My life just does not allow a lot of freedom time, and I'm enjoying doing these videos so much. I find myself doing the videos more than doing some other things I should be doing. So let's do a chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So I'm just doing a chain of 20. Now, I'm going to ask you to go into the back loops, but if you're not comfortable doing that, you can just stick with working on the chain. So the second chain from the hook, if you flip it over, 1, 2, right in here, I just need you to do a single crochet, and down the whole chain, just single crochets. And this is just getting you set up for the project. Just one single crochet in every stitch. And I'll repeat anything that you guys need help on, and I'm going to explain the reason I go in the back humps loop in the back part is it leaves a very nice, clean, finished edge, and it's easier if you choose to put a border on whatever project you're working on. It leaves a beautiful finished edge that you can do that. That way there's no trying to find your own spot to do your stitches, which is very nice. And sometimes your yarn splits. Don't ever get frustrated and just leave it be. Try to reverse your hook back out, and try, when you do it, try to get the whole strand, not just pieces of it, because it will come back to bite you. And again, for me, just to set up seems to take longer than anything else, but it's so worth it for me. All right. Now, just to show you, here's the bottom. See your full stitch, you can see it. And when you do that, it allows you to get your hook in there if you want to do a border. Very nice. So before you turn or after you turn, it don't matter, just chain 1. And in the very first stitch, that chain 1 does not count as a stitch. In your very first stitch, put a single crochet. Okay. Now, in the next stitch, right here, if you can see it, it's a post to the single crochet. I want you to take your hook and just go around that post. I want you to grab the yarn and bring it back and do a single crochet. So that's a single crochet front post. And the next one, do a regular in the top chain crochet, single crochet. Then the next one, you do another front post, single crochet, and a regular crochet right on top. And that's what this row is, just rotating back and forth. But the cool thing is, after you do your top regular single crochet that you were just in, if you stretch your stitch a little bit, it's the post that's right off to your left. You can get under it real easy because you just did a single crochet in the top, if that trick helps you. and you just do the same thing. Single crochet on top and a front post single crochet. And then you should end, if you caught all your stitches, you should end with a regular single crochet. Now that's the first row of your repeats, okay? And that's what it looks like. So now I want you to chain one again and put a single crochet in each of the first 2 chains, just like that. After you put in a single crochet in the next 2 chains, then we're going back to the front post. So you do a front post, then you do a regular, then you do a front post, then you do a regular stitch, front post, and a regular. Front post, and you do this all the way down. And because you started with 2 single crochets, you will end with 2 single crochets. And almost all projects that I'm aware of, however you start the row is how you should end it. It'll keep your project uniform. And then 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. And that is your repeat. Those 2 rows. So to repeat it, you would just chain 1, you turn, you put in 1 single crochet, then you do the front post. And that's it. And then you do a regular one. And then a front post. Then for the next row, you would do 2 single crochets, and in each 2 chains, then you do the same thing of rotating front post single crochet, regular single crochet. And that is the raspberry stitch. Very, very fun, very textured stitch. I absolutely love it. And as your project builds, this is what you're gonna get. And it's the same on the front and back. Very pretty. Again, I want to say thank you for joining us for our Texture Tuesday series that we're starting. My name is Rhonee. We're with WIP, WIP, and Chain. I work alongside Maggie and Lauren. And if these tutorials are helpful for you and you enjoy them, can you please hit that subscribe button at the bottom and the like button? And if you want to be notified, please hit that bell. We appreciate all your help and the following that we're already gaining. And if there's anything that you want to see or you want demonstration, come over to Facebook, WIP, WIP, and Chain, and join our friendly group. And if there's something you need help with, just write it on there, and Maggie and I do everything we can to be able to help you. Until next time, everybody, happy crocheting. Have a great day.